Hey everybody, it's Chris B.F.U from Bay Area Nerf. So hopefully you've watched our unboxing video, and hopefully you've watched the Crony test on the N-Strike Modulus ECS 10. We got the blaster together here, complete, and I want to give you my overview after having played with it a little bit. Hasn't been to a game yet, that'll happen this weekend, but it's been put through its paces outside of the house, just jerking around with it. So I'm going to start with the good, and then I'm going to end with the stuff I don't like. What I do like, I like the look of the blaster. I think it's a very sexy blaster, even if you don't have all the stuff on it. I think it still is a very good looking blaster. I like the Erector Set-esque, just skeleton frame that goes on all over here. You can see it through here. Even on the trigger, I think that's a really nice touch. I really like that. So I think just from an aesthetics purpose, it's nice. People were complaining about the green in front of me. The green's cool. I have a green paint that I use just like this. So
says the man wearing the green shirt.
Yes, that's true. I don't mind the orange, and I love the white. I think it stands out from the Demolisher versus the Strife. It definitely completely stands out, right? So you have a blue Strife, orange Strife, you have an orange Demolisher, and you have this. I love this undergrip right here, which, as you saw in the earlier video, this is where the batteries go. I really like that. It gives the blaster a nice feel. Doesn't feel backloaded, which is my preference. It feels middle weighted, which I love that. The accessories. So the vertical foregrip is an improvement over the older one. There's a texture feel to the paint that feels a little more grippy. I don't know if it's just using different paint or what they're different plastic. Feels like it's got a little grip to it. Love that. As you see it come off. But still not, like, it's not going to be as good as something you screw on a tack rail, right? The barrel, meh. So now we'll get into what I don't like. Scope. The fact that they didn't include plastic in the front, I don't know, there's something about that seems janky to me. So, scope's out. Buttstock. This could have been great. It could have been absolute genius had they not made it this bendable shenanigans. So for a Josh-sized person, my recommendation is going to be cut this bad boy down, put the two pieces together. You got a solid stock, and it holds a clip. We gave it a shake test earlier, just on our own, screwing around. It holds up pretty good. I think you can use it like you would use on a Straven. So, but the fact that it does this when I shoulder it, and I mean I'm not giving it that much pressure. Meh. Barrel. Most of you know my complaints about barrels now. If they're not blown out and taking out the dart drag and screwing around, I'm not a big fan. I do like the fact that you can keep stacking them, so you could go crazy barrelception, old B.F.U style, barrel on barrel on barrel. And I like the design. I love the skeleton frame underneath here. Matches the whole blaster. We actually put this on a Strife. It looked pretty sick on the end of a Strife, so that's cool. I mean, if you're gonna build your stuff tactical, this could be cool. The rails should butt up. Or the rails won't butt up against each other, so that's going to be kind of weird when you stick these on each other. But I think it's meant to have the little stealth muzzle on the end of it. So this will not get thrown to the side. This is an average thing. Same with the gun. Then we have the last part of the blaster. I don't like this for general play purposes. I do like it if you're running a cam. So if I'm running a cam or my phone, I don't mind it sitting up top like this. That's just personal preference. That's how I'd like to run it. I do like the tack rails all over the place. For me, running the narrow base stuff, not going to fit on these side tack rails, so that's a bummer. Won't be able to carry my clips on there unless I fix that buttstock problem.
So you can only put it on the top tack rail, right?
Top tack rail, and possibly the bottom tack rail if I face it out. You could definitely do it down there.
Yeah. These guys on the side, it's raised up here. Right. Oh yeah, you can't fit that in there, and then these are like the Rebel ones.
And this has no bumps, which was an odd choice. This is the only rail on the blaster with no bumps, so just an odd choice.
So you got total 1, 2, 3, 4. One on the other side as well.
5,
and then if you put the
barrel on, it's 7 tack rails on one blaster.
Nice. All right.
So that adds to the value, right?
All right.
And you have a clip holder in your buttstock, so pretty good value.
Okay.
All right, let's talk about my biggest gripe.
Yes.
So the skeleton frame looks amazing on the handle. When you grip it, I don't know if you guys probably won't see it on video, but I've already started blistering my thumb just from playing around with it for the last, I don't know, hour and a half. So when you grip it hard, your thumb's going to come right here, and it's going to run against this ridge. Right there.
Oh, yeah, that's not even.
And that's not rounded. That's just a ridge. So I'm going to have to craft foam it, which, you guys know me. I'm going to do some stuff to it to make it comfy anyway. But, man, out of the box, that's pretty whack. That's very similar to the Sling Fire, giving you a blister when you're going down on that. I had to wrap craft foam inside that thing, too. So maybe someone will call me a Mitch and rip on me for, not being tough enough. But that's pretty rough. I have pretty calloused hands, and this is already cutting into them. So I do like where the button is, so they made this really nice and close for the mag release. It's pretty cool. Rev trigger works great. Love the trigger pull. Trigger pull is smooth. Let Josh play with it. Pretty smooth trigger pull.
Yep.
So
definitely
feeling it.
Like the trigger pull, agree. It is the most uncomfortable grip on any Nerf blaster that I have ever.
I can't remember this one this quick out of the box pissing me off like this.
Yeah, it was instant hatred.
Flip up sight, I don't particularly care. It's
whatever.
Cool. It's extra. Whatever. So $50. That's the eternal question. $50 for this kit. Would I recommend it? I would recommend it at $40. So $50. I do think you get $50 worth of stuff. Don't misconstrue this. If the Demolisher's $40, but the Demolisher fires two different things, right? So this is all extra. A lot of this is just aesthetics, couple useful things, but not full. So I would say $40, definite buy. $50 if you're buying it for a kid. I would say that would be worth it. But if you're a player and you want it for you to run at your games, a lot of this stuff's not going to make it on the blaster. So for you, maybe wait till it goes on sale for $40. And then we're going to tear this thing apart in a different video and see if this comes off, and that could change my opinion of it. But as it sits right now, without tearing it down, without modding it, I'm going to say wait for it to go on sale for $40. And I can't highly recommend it. I would give it a 6.5 out of 10 in its category. It has a lot of potential aesthetically, but when the rubber meets the road, you're talking about the ergonomics of the blaster. For everything it does well like this, it does poorly like the Ridge on this. So that is our overview of the N-Strike Modulus ECS 10 from Nerf. These are in-store shelves now. Hit your target, check the back stock, and as always, happy tagging.